Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Picture this, you're an infantryman deployed in a modern combat zone, a battlefield swarming with kamikaze drones, anti-tank mines, and precision-guided missiles ready to strike from every direction. How would you feel sitting inside an armored vehicle with an aluminum hull designed all the way back in the Vietnam War era? That's right, we're talking about the M113, a legendary vehicle that has served the US Army for decades. But in today's warfare, heavily saturated with armor-piercing weapons, this aging relic has essentially become a rolling coffin. The US Army is well aware of this fatal flaw, and they've poured massive amounts of funding into finding a solution. The result of this billion-dollar initiative is finally here, the BAE Systems AMPV, or Armored Multi-Purpose Vehicle. This is the versatile armored platform that is set to completely revolutionize the way US mechanized infantry operates in the 21st century. In this video, we're doing a deep dive into the General Purpose Variant, or the GP. This is the foundational model that will make up the bulk of the Army's fleet. And let me tell you, this isn't just an old vehicle with a shiny new engine. This is a purpose-built mobile fortress where soldier survivability is the absolute top priority. What secrets are hidden beneath its heavy armor, and why is it such a crucial piece of the puzzle for the modern US Army? Strap in and let's get into it. Before we look at what makes the AMPV so incredible, we need to understand the logistical nightmare the US Army was facing. The Armored Brigade Combat Team, or ABCT, is the absolute spearhead of the US Army. They pack a massive punch with M1 Abrams main tank battle vehicles and M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles. But the glaring issue has always been the logistics and support units trailing behind them, which were still heavily reliant on the M113s. Just imagine an Abrams and a Bradley tearing across the battlefield at top speed. Meanwhile, the medical units, communication teams, and supply convoys riding in M113s are struggling to keep up. Worse yet, their armor is so thin it can easily be penetrated by shrapnel or heavy machine gun fire. This created a massive tactical vulnerability that enemy forces were more than ready to exploit. There have been numerous attempts over the years to replace the M113. The Army had several highly advanced, futuristic programs that burned through billions of dollars, only to be canceled for being overly complex and way too expensive. Eventually, they returned to a fundamental truth of military engineering: simplicity and reliability win wars. That's where BAE Systems stepped in with a brilliantly pragmatic proposal. Instead of designing a brand new vehicle from scratch, why not utilize the battle-proven chassis of the Bradley fighting vehicle? And that is exactly how the AMPV was born. The decision to share a common chassis and baseline structure with both the Bradley and the M109A7 Paladin self-propelled howitzer was a masterstroke. At the brigade level, it means the suspension, tracks, engine, and almost all the core mechanical components are entirely interchangeable. Mechanics don't have to learn an entirely new system from the ground up, streamlining the logistics chain tremendously. It saves time, it saves taxpayer dollars, and most importantly, it guarantees the AMPV can keep pace with the Abrams anywhere on the battlefield. Now, let's focus on the star of today's video, the AMPV General Purpose Variant, officially designated as the XM1283. This vehicle is positioned to be the true workhorse of the military. Its primary missions are transporting infantry, hauling vital supplies, and providing convoy escorts. While it might look a bit plain compared to variants bristling with large cannons or radar masts, its role is absolutely life or death on the front lines. When you drop the rear ramp and step inside the GP's troop compartment, you immediately notice a thoughtfully designed, spacious interior that blows the M113 out of the water. It comfortably accommodates 6 personnel, a driver, a vehicle commander, and 4 fully equipped infantrymen. Every single seat is explicitly designed to mitigate the brutal shockwaves from underbelly blasts. Furthermore, the interior flexibility is unmatched. In an emergency, the troop seats can be quickly folded and reconfigured to accommodate a medical litter without having to tear out any equipment. In a matter of seconds, this transport vehicle transforms into a frontline ambulance. But the real selling point of the AMPV isn't the legroom, it's survivability. Like I mentioned earlier, the M113 is a vulnerable aluminum box, but the AMPV is a fortress of forged steel. BAE's engineering team removed the Bradley's heavy turret, saving a massive amount of weight. They then reinvested every single pound of that saved weight directly into maximum level armor protection. The exterior of the vehicle is clad in Explosive Reactive Armor, or ERA, which detonates outward to neutralize the penetrating power of incoming RPGs and anti-tank guided missiles. Inside the cabin, thick Spall Liners are installed to catch any lethal metallic fragments if the outer hull is somehow breached, keeping the soldiers inside safe. But the most critical upgrade is the underbelly. In modern counterinsurgency and conventional warfare, the deadliest threat isn't artillery, it's IEDs and landmines. The bottom of the AMPV features an advanced V-shaped hull designed to deflect the explosive wave outward, protecting the legs and spines of the crew. On top of that, the fuel tanks were relocated to the exterior rear of the vehicle and heavily armored, drastically reducing the risk of soldiers burning to death if the vehicle takes a direct hit. With all that extra armor, you need serious power to move it. The AMPV is equipped with a beefy Cummins V903 diesel engine, churning out 600 horsepower. This engine propels the 36-ton vehicle to a top speed of 61 kilometers per hour, or about 38 miles per hour, with an operational range of 362 kilometers, or 225 miles, on a single tank. That is more than enough endurance to keep up with combat formations. It also features a high-capacity climate control system, and in environments like the Middle East, high-performance AC isn't a luxury, it's a matter of survival, preventing heat stroke on the crew and keeping the vehicle's highly complex internal electronics from overheating. But the innovation doesn't stop there. What makes the GP variant truly future-proof is its roof architecture, known as ExMEP, or External Mission Equipment Package. To put it simply, they designed the roof to be modular, almost like Lego blocks. Out of the box, the GP usually rolls out with a standard .50 caliber heavy machine gun for self-defense. However, thanks to the ExMEP system, the military can literally pop off the top plate and seamlessly integrate entirely new weapons systems in a matter of hours. Imagine this. Today, it's a standard troop carrier. Tomorrow, if enemy drone swarms become a major threat, the Army can just bolt on an anti-aircraft turret equipped with directed energy lasers, instantly turning the AMPV into a dedicated counter-UAS platform. This concept of future-proofing ensures the U.S. Army doesn't have to procure a brand new fleet every time the technological landscape of war shifts. To give you a better perspective on the overall value of this program, I've put the AMPV's specs and pricing head-to-head with a rising star from Europe, the Polish Borsuk infantry fighting vehicle. Let's look at how the American philosophy of adapting the old stacks up against the Polish philosophy of building from scratch when we actually run the numbers. Looking at that table, the price difference is probably jumping out at you, right? Some might think a $4.8 million price tag for the AMPV is steep, but then you look across the pond at the Polish Borsuk and the price skyrockets to roughly $14 to $16 million per vehicle. That is nearly 3 times the cost of the American machine. Why such a massive gap in pricing? The answer lies in their engineering philosophies. Poland chose to build the Borsuk entirely from scratch, starting with a blank sheet of paper. They had to absorb all the massive initial research and development costs, add in the complex technology required to make a 28-ton armored vehicle float and swim, plus a highly advanced unmanned turret packing anti-tank guided missiles, and the price tag inevitably explodes. The United States, on the other hand, took a much more pragmatic and arguably brilliant approach. They leveraged the existing Bradley chassis, capitalizing on an active production line and warehouses full of spare parts. They stripped away the astronomically expensive turret systems and reallocated those funds straight into maximizing armor and survivability. The end result? The AMPV is a rugged, blast-resistant, top-tier workhorse that the Army can mass-produce by the thousands without completely bankrupting the defense budget. For military strategists, that $4.8 million price tag is considered an incredible return on investment. Losing a highly trained elite squad of soldiers to a single improvised explosive device causes devastating tactical setbacks and destroys morale, a cost that far outweighs the price of this steel fortress. Now for a quick update on where things stand today. Is this beast actually in production? The answer is a resounding yes. BAE Systems recently secured a massive contract worth over $750 million to enter full-rate production, stretching all the way into 2026 and 2027. Their facilities are gearing up to pump out nearly 200 vehicles a year. This aggressive production schedule is desperately needed to replace the thousands of M113s the US is retiring and shipping off to support the war effort in Ukraine. Moreover, the AMPV is becoming highly sought after on the global market. NATO allies like Romania are currently in talks to be among the first international customers. There are even reports that Poland, despite having their own Borsuk, is interested in acquiring the medical and command variants of the AMPV to operate alongside their newly purchased M1 Abrams tanks. It seems anyone who currently operates the M113 is eyeing the AMPV as its ultimate successor. This is the armored fortress of the digital age, virtually guaranteed to protect US and allied infantry for at least the next 3 to 4 decades. So what do you guys think? Which armored vehicle philosophy makes more sense for modern warfare? Do you prefer the cost-effective, heavily armored, adapted chassis approach of the AMPV, or are you willing to pay top dollar for a clean-sheet, amphibious, high-tech platform like the Borsuk? Let me know your thoughts and let's get a discussion going in the comments section down below. If you enjoy these deep dives into modern military hardware, don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.